came in last week, and we said, yeah, here we are, 2 episodes a week now.
And proceeded
And
to only
here we
record
are,
one episode.
exactly 1 week later. I mean, we can throw some blame at me and Nate for that. We did not have a chance to record any day this weekend. We were busy losing hockey games. So, yeah, here we are.
But we had fun.
We had all sorts of fun.
Yeah.
So that's all that really
that's
matters.
the important part.
Yeah, exactly. It is what it is. Here we are, Monday, day before the home opener. We have a lot of games to talk about. We're not going to break them down. Usually we could probably do it, but right now there's 7 games. 6 games?
7.
6 games. 7 games?
7. Because
7 games that we need to talk about.
At the time of last recording, it was we was like an hour before the first Kansas City game.
Mm-hmm.
So
we're not going to do that.
You see, folks, this is exactly why we go to 2 a week now, because we don't need to talk about 7 games every week.
Because this is a mess looking at our whole thing here. So
yeah, it's 5 pages.
We got lots of things to talk about. Is basically what I'm getting at here. Connor, how you been? I know how Nate's been, but
I've been okay. Like,
yeah, busy week or no?
Was it this week that I had to be at my work till 3 a.m.
Ooh.
fucking scanning
That's aggressive.
doing inventory stock?
That's unnecessary.
It had a count of how many things that I individually did. I think in a span of 7 hours, I had scanned 1,700 individual items. And I barely did like a 10th of the store on my own.
See, we were up till past 3:30, but we were not scanning any items.
No, you were.
No, we were. But it was a lot rougher because we had to wake up for a 9 o'clock game on the Friday. So that didn't go very well. I'm still recovering from that. So when I'm losing it halfway through the episode, you're gonna have to carry a little bit.
Okay.
But yeah, home openers tomorrow. I've got tickets. Sorry, you guys don't have tickets. I probably could have planned that better. Whatever.
I got tickets in exactly 2 weeks tomorrow. So
nice. Alec Manoah's on the mound again. Alec Manoah started in the 7 games that we are not talking about. Alec Manoah was better in that one. I think we can agree on that. That wasn't really a topic of conversation. Are we back to being concerned tomorrow? Because it's another big game, home opener.
It's against the Tigers. So
it is against the Tigers. You're right. It's still a pretty big game.
Just don't fucking Jose Barrios it from 2022.
It was against the Rangers last year.
It's going to be interesting to see what his control is like. I think.
See, that's my thing.
That's what hurt him in the opener this year.
That's kind of my thing. Is just like, yeah, it's the Tigers. They don't hit well, but any major league team can walk if you just don't find it. Hopefully we don't have anything to worry about because I would like to go see a good game tomorrow. But yeah, who knows? There's not much to talk about Alec Manoah on the field. However, there was beef with Alec Manoah right after our last episode, and I'm pissed we didn't really get in on this when it happened.
No, we got to do it anyways.
But we got to talk about it because it's just fun. If you don't remember, because it was 6 days ago now. Alex Verdugo was on what podcast was that?
It was Baseball Isn't Boring.
Baseball Isn't Boring, which is such an ironic statement given what he said. And he was chirping Alec Manoah for the way he goes about things is kind of how he put it and how he goes about it the wrong way. And he was talking about last year when he was chirping Bobby Dahlbeck and Franchi Cordero were the 2.
Yes.
Which is okay. But he failed to mention that he was also staring down the Blue Jays bench after he hit a homer, I think it was.
It was at Rogers Center too.
Yeah. But yeah, he thinks that Alec Manoah isn't good for the game. I think it's comical. What do you guys think?
Alex Verdugo was one to talk about.
Yep.
It's just
Alex Verdugo, the man that wears a stack of chains about 8 inches high.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think has much to say.
Alex Verdugo wears as many chains as the Red Sox had wins last year against the Blue Jays.
Mm-hmm.
So,
you're not wrong. The numbers check out there. Are we biased because Manoah's our guy, or is it actually just a stupid statement?
I mean, It's a bit of column A, column B, I think.
Okay.
For us, because I would like I've heard the opinion of like if you were a player on the other team, you'd be pissed, which granted you would be, which is fair.
Yeah.
But as a fan, fuck it. It's cool. I like people
Right.
that fuck around. Like,
But you look at the way some hitters act too. Like they're throwing their bat to the moon, staring down the opposing pitcher and the bench and stuff. They want to be able to do that, but they don't want the pitcher to give it back when they.
It's not even like Manoah really did anything.
Why is he doing it to Bobby Dahlbeck and Frangie Cordero? Is my only like.
Yeah, they're
really both irrelevant, but
the Dahlbeck one specifically, like they were just kind of staring each other down, and I'm like, when you're Alek Manoah in that situation, like you are the better player here by light years, and he just told him to go sit down, bitch, and that's all it was.
Yeah,
and I'm like, he's not wrong. I'm like, he just cooked you. Go sit down. Like you're done here. So, I mean, I don't know. We're probably too close to the situation to be unbiased on it. But I mean, I'm with Manoah, and I think it's way more fun. I'd rather see that than a pitcher just boom off the mound, go sit down. It's just not. It's not fun. And to say that on baseball isn't boring, like that's the most boring statement to make. I thought that was hilarious.
You know what's not going about it the right way? Sitting in a fucking dirty ass laundry cart. Like,
yeah, dumb. The Red Sox are just they're so cringy. I don't love it.
Didn't they get swept by the Pirates?
Yeah, they did.
No.
Did they get swept?
Raise it.
I'm pretty sure they got swept.
It's the boys.
They did get
The
swept.
boys. Manoah did respond to Verdugo, but there's really not much to it. He just said, coming from him, I don't give a shit. And you know what? That's how you should handle that.
Fair fucks to you, Alex.
I hope it creates a real interesting atmosphere when they come to town. I don't think they come here for a little bit. We're there in
I think it's May.
August. I know that.
Like,
Is it May?
I think it's May because they definitely don't
So-
come to this homestand.
Hopefully that
top of your
that
conversation then, but
hopefully that brews up for a little bit, and then it'll be an interesting game come that time. But as of right now, it is what it is. It happened a week ago, and would have been way more fired up then. But Verdugo sucks, man. What are you gonna do? The rest of the rotation still a topic of conversation. Do we want to start with Barrios or Kikuchi?
The way you just said his name.
Kikuchi.
He's not a six man for the Bulls in the 90s. What are you doing?
Let's start with the semi-good side of things, and you say Kikuchi. Obviously, Kikuchi was Big Daddy Cooch in game one. Gave up a solo tank to Framil Reyes and nothing else. Didn't strike out very many. I think it was only 2 or 3.
2, and they were like the last inning of work that he did.
Yeah, and he went, is it 5? 5 innings, 1 earned. Did his job. Love to see it. Last game, not so much.
You know what?
That first inning's tough though. Like
I'm not putting all that on him.
I did miss the first, so I don't really.
No, so there was a Shohei got on, right?
Yeah, Shohei got on.
Shohei was on third.
Okay.
There was a ball that Rendon blooped up behind short and left. Verdugo and Bichette are both right there, both lost in
Verdugo
the sun. Varsho, yeah. Sorry, we were talking about Verdugo. Varsho and Bichette both right there, lost in the sun.
Right.
Run scores, and then
was it Hunter Renfroe that came up, or was it Brandon?
Yeah, it was Renfroe, and he grooved a pitch to Renfroe, but there were 2 outs. He should have been out of the inning. So
he gave up what? 5? 6?
I think he had 6.
6. I think it was 6. Again, and then the 2 other runs he gave up. Shohei Ohtani on a pitch 4 inches inside, he goes opposite field.
Yeah,
like
wasn't one a Trout?
At some point, you got to tip your hat.
Homer too.
Otani and Hoppy made it 6-0.
Okay, so I mean, you're gonna give up runs to those guys. It happens.
Yeah.
I'm not entirely concerned with Yusei Kikuchi yet. You made a great pitch to one of the best players in the game, and he took it over the wall. You did your job for the most part in the first, and the sun fucked you. It is what it is. We'll see. I think it's way too early to draw judgment on whether or not we're back to bad Coochie. But hey, it is what it is. I I'm still excited to see him pitch for the rest of the year. I think he'll be fine.
I'm sorry, you saying bad
Yep.
coach just fucking threw me all the fucking way off. Holy shit. Oh god.
Yeah. So hey, it is what it is. However, I am much more concerned in the rest of the rotation with Jose Barrios. We're 2 games into the season and I have not felt good. He's sporting an 11.17 ERA right
Okay,
now.
but the only positive I'm gonna say, do you guys want to know what his FIP is?
It's low, isn't it?
So it's a 1.82.
Yeah.
Does he have a 1.82 FIP? That's insane.
I don't know.
He didn't look bad through like the first. What was it? He went through 4 clean, right?
He
And
went through
then-
4 clean, yeah.
and then he just imploded. I think you just gotta have a short leash with him. Have him go 2 times through the order max. Get him out of there. Get him out.
Okay.
Here's-
what I
go
do remember in that game
Mm-hmm.
is the Blue Jays went up 4-0.
Right.
Then the conversation that we brought up last week slightly came to kick literally Brandt in the face.
Oh yeah.
Ground ball up the middle. Bo Bichette fucking does his best Cristiano Ronaldo impression and kicks it into right field. Urshela gets what they call a triple because reasons. Like
Not an error. Not
And then-
not an easy play. It's fine.
and then the second and third runs came off of fucking Trout spitting on a 3-2 outside sinker, and then
Yeah.
Ohtani basically a low and away dirted changeup fucking hits it down the line for a double. Like
The thing for me with Jose Barrios is when he gets hit hard.
very
But when he doesn't get hit, he's striking people out. Like he's got 12 Ks through 9 2/3.
I'm pretty sure I saw some today. Opponents are hitting $150 on his slurve. They're hitting 400 on his sinker and 460 on his 4-seamer.
Can you just Jose
I-
please, Jose
Some-
please
something's going on there.
love to see that.
Something's going on there.
Jose just it's the 4-seamer, please. Throw like a cutter. Fucking try.
At this
something.
point, pitch the sinker too.
Just
Just only
throw-
throw slurves.
just throw
Just throw
curveballs.
slurves.
Pull a Lance McCullers in that one game where he threw 28 straight curveballs. Like
He's currently sporting the best Ks per 9 of his career. And it's like 1.2 higher than the previous high. And that was his brief stint in Toronto at the end of the like after the trade deadline.
Mhm.
He had a 10 then. Other than that, like everything's like 9.6, 9.7. Or his next
Do you want to know the worst part? His
Hmm.
next start is not against the Tigers.
Oh, he's got
Yes.
the Rays.
It's the Rays.
Mm. It's not friendly.
No, it's not.
He does have a 1.86 whip. That's friendly.
No, that's not. That's
See, his-
disgusting.
Whip.
Whip or fib?
Yeah, no whip. It's not friendly.
That's not a friendly whip.
It's not friendly at all. Baseball Reference has his FIP at 3.19.
Okay,
So
well,
it's
I
not-
looked at Fangraphs.
It's not that nice.
It's
But even still, 3.19 is a hell of a lot nicer than
Than
his.
11.
What is his? What did I say his ERA?
His
Yeah, his
ERA was
ERA was
11.
11.17.
Yeah.
Meet me somewhere in the middle of that, and I think we'll be okay. I don't know. If last year didn't happen,
Middle of that's still like
it's still
That's
pretty
it.
high.
That's still worse than last year.
Yeah, you're right.
Is meeting you in the middle.
Well, somewhere in the middle of it, somewhere in between those two numbers is a good pitcher. We just got to figure out if he's in there.
Yeah.
If he doesn't have last year, like if last year doesn't happen, then I don't think these two start sample size is that big of a concern.
Oh, but this is a 34 start sample size now.
And it's just not great.
Like, what did it? Like, what did he?
But what do you do? What do you
What
do
did
at this point?
What did he change? Is my question.
what are you doing? He's doing something for batters to be hitting 400 plus on his 4-seamer and sinker.
Mhm.
Is it? I heard. Is it his fucking mouth guard? Like I heard that some shit like that happened.
Maybe.
Like he
maybe.
clenched. But I think the issue was he like when pitching he like clenches his jaw so goddamn tight that he needs the
Right.
mouth guard.
Sure.
So
Just ruin your teeth. You can pay for new ones.
fair.
He's got the money.
Teeth are
I just
beautiful.
what do you do in this situation if you're the Blue Jays? Like obviously there is a lot of concern with Jose Barrios, who is the second highest paid pitcher on in your rotation.
I think he's.
I
The
think he's
highest.
below Gosman, isn't he?
No, I think AAV wise,
What
no, but like years and
he's
money flat out, yes, he's the highest paid. Because I think
Okay.
Gosman was 110 for 5, and I think Barrios was 7 130.
Okay.
So,
So he's either your, depending on how you look at it, he's either your highest or
it's
second highest
backloaded.
paid pitcher.
It's backloaded.
Oh, I didn't know that. So here he is. You're paying him more money than more money than at least 3 other guys in the rotation. Total, you're paying him more than anyone else in your rotation. What do you do with this? It's not like you can put him in the bullpen.
He's not going to the minors. They're not gonna release him. He's not going to the bullpen. You just need him. You got to let him
Figure it out
a bit. Yeah. I think that's what I'm saying. I think you let him go next couple starts, get us 2 times through the order, and
get some confidence back.
We're getting into the bullpen. If that's in the 3rd inning, fine. If that's in the 4th inning, whatever.
It is what it is. If you're Pete Walker, you looking at him being like, look, dude, you're not throwing fastballs anymore. You just you can't do it.
Yeah, side note, can we look at Pete Walker now? Because
he hasn't been here. He wasn't there for the first 2 series.
What I'm saying is we all loved him with the changes that he made to Steven Matz and Robbie Ray. And the last 2 pitchers that he's tried to fucking change.
Kikuchi was the best pitcher in spring training when he actually got a hold of him. And then he went away for
Kikuchi and Jose Barrios.
Barrios a problem, but I'm not out on Kikuchi yet. I'm hesitant on blaming Pete Walker because he just wasn't there for most of this. Like the first start for a couple of them, he just wasn't around to make the changes. Like I don't know how much. What's his name that came in from the bullpen?
Oh, was it? No, it's not. Was it Henkin?
No.
It's not Bushman, right?
Bushman's gone. It was the guy that took over for Bushman.
Yeah.
I can't remember his name, but he came in and like, I can't imagine that guy's bringing the same type of knowledge that Pete Walker's bringing. So when you come into a middle of a game and you're struggling, those little things that Pete has with these guys, he's not going to bring in and have that to be like, hey, you need to tweak this a little bit or do something differently here or change your approach. He doesn't have that the way Pete has that. So for the first start, I'm okay with it. It's not a Pete thing. If we get further down the line and you still haven't figured out why Barrios is opponents are hitting 450 plus against his fastball and a sinker, then maybe there's a concern.
Can you say Kikuchi just teach Jose Barrios his cutter grip and fucking go from there?
Sure.
Just do something.
Well, that's my thing is like, do you take Barrios and you just turn him into a different pitcher?
You kind of.
I'm wondering if you go the opposite.
Okay.
Like he was a good major leaguer for what, 6+ years?
Yeah.
You got him in 6 or whatever, right?
6 or 7, yeah.
They've been tweaking him since he got here.
Right.
Like little minor things. Why not just say, here, go run with it for a couple weeks or a couple starts and go back to what you were doing. He was a top of the rotation start. He was if he wasn't a bona fide ace in the league, he was at least a number 1 starter for pretty well his whole career. He's got it in there.
Yeah.
He was an all-star in 2018 and 2019.
I think it's worth a thought. Yeah.
Because my thing is like, even we saw it with Kikuchi a bit last year. Kikuchi was bad last year, obviously, but they made him change so much shit in such a small amount of time.
Well, the first thing he did when they showed up, they're like, look, you got to stop with that hesitation thing.
And it's like,
and if you've been pitching like that for how old's Kikuchi? 29, 30?
Oh, he's in his 30s, I think.
Is he in his 30s now?
He's got to be. Well, you got to be like 27 31? To come over.
It's 31.
So you've been pitching like that for, let's say, 25 years.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden they're like, yeah, no more of that. That's
like,
going to take.
No more fastball. Fuck your cutter. Like do.
Yeah, it's a bit of an egregious transition to make, and I think they kind of did that a little bit with Barrios too. They stopped. They wouldn't let him do that motion where he comes over the head. They stopped they stopped that, and they just made tweak after tweak. Yeah,
they've moved Rays on the rubber like 8 times. Like I think the one thing that obviously we remember when he first got here, he was amazing, and then there was like that weird rough patch where against like the Nationals and the Angels, he was shit.
Right.
And then they did
came back
something
and had like 11 Ks,
and he was fucking an ace.
Yeah.
What was that change that you did there that you somehow just completely forgot about?
It could just be one of those things that like every time they've made a change, something has worked. but it's more of like it was coming anyways, but you just made these little changes. So now they're tweaking so much that I think you're onto something there though, Nate. I think you are tweaking so much that you don't really know what pitcher's on the mound half the time because there's just something different every time he has to go out there.
Yeah.
And look at the
there's
fact
so much going through your head.
This year too, you got the pitch clock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like you're trying to learn new mechanics and all this other stuff, and then you've got 15 seconds to figure it all out, get your sign and pitch.
And then like
it's
we
good
mentioned
for some guys, but
yeah,
if you're trying to do all that stuff, I think you're just having a hell of a time.
Well, and then you throw in that little thought in his head where we've mentioned it many times, where it's like, is he tipping pitches? And like, if you're also have that going on in your head and you're trying not to do that while also trying to make all these tweaks to your mechanics, and now you've only got 15 seconds to do it, it's a lot. You kind of, I think you're right in the fact, just send them back to just where you're comfortable, just throw for 2 months, show me what you can do, and we'll work off of that. Maybe make little tweaks once. Twice, maybe.
And the biggest problem is I just looked up the schedule. Do you guys want to know the next 3 teams he faces?
I can't imagine they're friendly.
The Tampa Bay Rays, the Houston Astros, and the MLB leading team in hits, Chicago White Sox.
Oh, well, that one's fine.
I'm at that game. Fuck you. No. The White Sox tee off on Jose Barrios in his career. Like,
maybe that's what he needs. Maybe he needs teams that aren't dog shit.
I could see him getting Phantom IL too at some point if Mitch White gets healthy enough to start.
Actually, you're right. That's what happens.
And you send him down, and
eventually,
he'll get Phantom. Yeah,
I guess I don't know. It's a weird situation.
And then you let him go to AAA and work on that, and just like get back to you and be you.
Have some consistency there. I don't love that for his confidence because that's a guy that rolls on confidence and getting sent down.
I think he's clearly putting a lot of pressure on himself too, right? Like he's got the big deal. He seems like a prideful guy who wants to win, and he's not doing it. So it's getting heavier on his shoulders too, right?
Brant, this just hit me. We're talking about a guy who's very hard on himself, got paid a lot of money. Is Jose Barrios the MLB's Jack Campbell?
Jack Campbell sucked before he got the money.
Jack Campbell was solid.
Jack Campbell at the end of last year, from like I think it was December onwards or January onwards was like an 880 or an 890 goalie. So he sucked before he got the money, and then he had a good playoff and got paid.
And then this sucked. He lost his job to Stuart Skinner.
Yeah. Right. Oh, he's terrible this year, but I don't think the money thing, like he wasn't good before he got the money. He was a Vezina candidate. And then one of the worst in the league for a little stretch.
Yeah, fair.
Oilers didn't do their scouting.
He was a career backer.
He had a handful of good months, and that got him a lot of money. Yeah. Barrios had 6 good years, and that got him good money.
Which I
think is fair. Yep.
At the time, do you think that deal is warranted?
At the time, I thought it was I
love that deal at the time.
At the deal at the time, we were all jumping for joy. Like,
yeah. It was an amazing deal at the time.
Because even you didn't let him get to free agency.
Even now, I'm concerned, but I'm not. I don't hate the deal yet.
No,
he still has the stuff to figure it around.
If he's bad again, if he's as bad as he was last year, this year or worse, I will be like, fuck, what did we do?
Sure. If this continues, then you're definitely concerned. But
because we're not batting a high average with these expensive pitcher signings.
Pitchers, no. Wait,
if we're batting,
Hyun-Jin Ryu was a Cy Young finalist in his first year.
Half a Brant.
I know it was a half a season, but
we've said on this podcast multiple times that Cy Young didn't mean shit.
Sure, but he was dominant.
But then he wasn't terrible to start the next year, and then you could tell he was hurt.
Yeah, he didn't look like himself. Hurt for like a year straight.
He didn't look like himself.
And the fact that he's been hurt hasn't helped that contract, but I think when he was pitching, the contract was great. And it was the first move that was like, holy shit, we can sign guys.
Yeah.
And I think that led to the George Springer and the Kevin Gausman. And I think even making like some of the trades that they made, like I think it was just like, we were trying to get superstars into Marcus Semien is another one. Like you're trying to get big name guys into Toronto. And I think if the Ryu signing didn't happen, none of these other ones are a thing. George Springer's not coming the year after Ryu signed.
It's fair.
But yeah, are we still concerned about the bullpen?
I feel like we should stick with starters and talk about our boy Bassett.
I don't have enough to say about Bassett. If you got something to say,
He wasn't
turns it
shit.
around. He turns it around.
he wasn't.
He
shit.
got beat by the middle of the Angels lineup, and that lineup is disgusting. So
right.
Like
Like-
what was it? He did something and then immediately struck out Trout and Otani. Like they were just like,
Wasn't
eh,
it? Didn't he make the sliding play on that one?
He did. That was a
That was
great
a
play.
nice play. That was a nice
Yeah.
play.
Yeah,
Ended up not being called out, but
yeah.
Great defensive play, nonetheless. Like even the
Yeah.
fact that he got
Yeah.
the throw over the runner. Like if
Yeah.
Vlad's more of a technically sound first baseman, that's an out every day of the week.
We've been over this, Brant. Stop it.
I will stand by. Phenomenal defender, not a very pretty first baseman. Pretty simple one.
Okay.
Bober could have been better, but I think he was
yeah.
still out.
Yeah. All right.
He got called safe.
But yeah, Chris Bassett went 6 innings, gave up 2 hits, 2 earned runs, 5 walks, and 5 strikeouts.
He only gave up 2 hits.
Yeah, he won. Yeah, because he walked 5 people.
I was
One
going
of
to say
them,
that felt really bad.
one of them was the Trout home run. So
Okay.
like that, it was just an 89-mile-an-hour fastball right down the dick, and it's like,
It's going to happen with Chris Bassett many times. It's nice that he's looking better.
yeah,
That's
he
all I
was-
really
He's
have.
fine.
I don't think there's enough samples. That's what I mean. I don't think there's enough
his
sample
next-
size to talk about Chris Bassett yet.
He's a lucky one. His next game is Detroit.
Mhm.
Like so.
Sure. So this is what I just don't have enough to say about Chris Bassett for it to
Okay.
matter yet.
All right.
Couple weeks, I think we'll know what Chris Bassett is.
Mhm.
We're 2 starts that are 2 completely different starts for Chris Bassett.
Yeah.
Not sure yet. TBD on Chris Bassett.
Mhm.
I'm
Now
also
the bullpen, right?
I'm TBD on many bullpen arms, I think. I'm not TBD on Trevor Richards. I know where I want Trevor Richards to be,
Can
and
I
it's
just
not here.
Why? Like of all your options, why is he pitching in that game yesterday?
Was
in
Anthony
10th
Bass
inning?
not available?
I don't know.
I don't
Or
think
Zach
so.
Pop?
Pop
Zach
already
Pop
pitched.
I
Pop already
found that
pitched.
out.
Oh,
He went
didn't
earlier.
I
Yeah.
know Pop before
missed
that
it too.
period. Pop pitched, Simber pitched, Swanson,
Swanson.
Jimmy, and Jordan. So
So
you
your
had
options.
You just had those
Mesa,
3
Richards,
Mesa
and
and
Bass.
Bass.
And I think
Wait,
Bass
why?
pitched.
Why isn't that Bass?
Did Bass pitch 2 days in a row? Was they didn't want
I
to use
don't
him
know.
third day? Like,
Maybe.
is that why?
But what
Then bring in Mesa.
I was gonna say the
Don't
same thing.
bring
Why
in
is
Trevor
Mesa not your guy?
Richards.
Uh,
I don't know.
on the other side of that thing, if Mesa ties the game up there, what are you doing in the 11th?
No, wait. This makes even less sense. Bass pitched the Saturday,
Okay.
and he gave up the home run to Renfro. That made it 9-5, but he didn't pitch 2 days in a row. So he was
So maybe he just wasn't. Who knows? Maybe he had something going on because there's no
Yeah,
way
he's-
you'd go that deep and not use Bass.
like
But if Mesa's also ready to go, I think I want Mesa in there over Trevor Richards, and we know how I feel about Tim Mesa. Like it's
I think
He
the
throws
idea,
harder.
the
Yeah,
He's got more
idea,
swing and miss.
Yeah.
I think the idea, and John Schneider, we can have that debate later on his fucking decisions, but I think in theory, he was like, oh, if I can get Trevor Richards, if Trevor Richards could get out of this inning, fuck it, we win. Perfect.
Sure.
But if the game ends up being tied, can he just get out of this inning before we have to get to lefties? Because
right because then you could
they
just use-
waited, they literally waited until Shohei got up to fucking use him, to use Mesa.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, so they were
I know Trevor Richards has a great changeup, like
Mhm.
99th percentile changeup. That
Doesn't help when he's
you're-
bouncing it.
no.
that 3-2
And- but
pitch to
you-
Mike Trout was fucking hilarious.
It wasn't even close.
It fucking 2-hopped to Mike Trout.
The other thing too is a changeup is not a primary pitch. It's not something you can
Yeah.
use all the time and get swings and
Like,
misses. You
what are
need to
you-
work your changeup off a good fastball.
Like, what are
and
you
he just
changing
doesn't
up?
have a good fastball.
The name, what are you changing up from?
Unless you're Marco Estrada.
Sure. But at least Marco Estrada
pitched
spotted
out
up
in
his
the zone
fastball
well
too.
with his fastball really
Exactly.
well. Yeah.
Okay, actually, to Trevor Richards' credit,
Mhm.
he should have got the save.
Oh, Kirk fucked it.
Kirk fucked it. Like,
Yeah.
first pitch.
Kirk was closer to that pass ball than he was to the pop up. I guess it was a wild pitch, not a pass ball, but he was closer to that than he was to that pop up.
Holy shit. I'm like,
not-
I'm like,
not
I'm
ideal.
like, bro, you get Mike Trout to pop up to the catcher first fucking pitch. The 2 outs, you are on your hands and knees praying,
And he just like sprinted straight to the backstop.
you sprinted straight to the backstop, and we're just like,
And the ball ended up on the dirt pretty well. Like, it's not even close.
yeah.
I'm obviously not a big catcher framing guy. So to me, I just don't love Kirk back there. I understand that you didn't have a choice at that point because you pinch hit for Jano in a weird situation.
No, because the thing is, Jano's been sick the last few days.
Yeah, sure.
And then John Schneider, another fucking weird decision. Yeah, it's like, yeah, let's put our sick catcher in the 90-degree LA heat.
Yeah,
like
he might have been good to go. I don't know. I don't love. I guess I don't love the pinch hit there because they intentionally walked him.
Yeah.
So it made it that much worse.
Defeated the purpose.
But then you end up in the 9th inning with Kirk, who just to me is the inferior defensive catcher. I just didn't love it, and it led to a lot of ugly things. But they won the game.
Yeah, it's never fun when the Jays go to LA.
Oh,
like especially last year.
Yeah. I don't say a lot of good things about Tim Meza, but I appreciate Tim Meza for getting one of the better hitters in the league out in that situation with the bases loaded.
I think
so shout at him for that.
I think as a fan base, we've shit on Tim Meza like very hard this last week.
Yeah, I think he's earned it.
He's fine.
Granted, he's fine. He's fine.
He's fine.
He's fine.
He's good. Like I'll go as far as say he's good.
No, he's fine.
No, he's all right. He's now entered he's entered the realm of like Simber and maybe even Richard, just out of like the bullpen is so much fucking better. Like
he's fine. That's him and Simber. Like, they're fine.
Bass is like the upper end of that tier, the lower end of like your top tier.
Good.
Yeah.
Just you need those guys in the bullpen. But
I would like a different option. Personally,
speaking of different options,
we're getting rid of Richards first. Like we're all
I was gonna say he's not the worst problem.
I'm fully on the Jay Jackson over Nate Pearson first train.
Okay.
I'm fully on that.
Zulueto over both of them right now. So.
Like based on their numbers in AAA so far.
Based on how they're doing so far, I'm fully Jay Jackson.
Nate, I haven't seen Jackson's. Zulueto went 3 innings yesterday.
He got like 6 Ks in one.
6 Ks, 1 hit, no runs. Like
are they trying to keep
but they're trying to make him a starter.
I think they're trying to make him at least multi.
I think you give up on that.
I think at least multi-inning reliever.
He's like 25, isn't he?
Yeah. So he's ready. Like
I think you give up on him being a starter because where is he going to start in this rotation in the next 2 years?
I mean, Jose Barrios Phantom IL.
Maybe for 2 years.
Yeah,
you're not moving Barrios. You have to make Barrios
trade
work.
Away a top prospect and eat half that salary for somebody. Yeah. That's the only way that's ever getting rid of that. So
realistically, you Barrios has a spot locked up. Gosman, Manoa, Kikuchi's got 1 more year locked up.
Yeah.
Bassett's got 1 more, I think, after this too, right?
I did see Nate. Two.
It's a 3-year.
Swanson has like 2 more after this one as well. 2 or 3, I think.
I think so.
So where is he going to come up and be a starter? I don't care about making this guy's career better. I want him to come and make this team better. Yeah. I'm sure Zulueta is a nice guy and you want to do right by him, but it's a business and you need to come up and do the job we need you to do.
I did see Nate I'm Jay Jackson over Nate Pearson. I did see Nate had like 3 strikeouts and averaged like 98 on his fastball. I'm just like,
Nate had a hot 2 games and then stunk last game. He only went 2/3, had like 3 walks, 2 or a hit batter.
So granted, this season Jay Jackson, 2 appearances, got a save, pitched 2 innings, 5 Ks, whip 0.5. Like,
say 2 innings, 5 Ks.
Yeah,
holy,
2 innings, 5 Ks, whip 0.5. Like,
I like it.
Giving up 1 hit.
Give him a chance. I mean, sure.
Who goes down? Do you think?
Trevor fucking Richards. Like,
sure, no, he goes up to the sun.
No, but they clearly like Richards for.
They're not getting rid of him.
Whatever reason, and you're gonna lose him. Like Pop still is an option. I'm pretty sure, does he not?
Yeah.
So
we've
but they like Pop. Right
getting
now.
rid of Rich, like but
there'll be riots.
Losing Richards. Someone will pick up Richards
for sure
off waivers.
Yeah,
sure.
but you're now at the point.
We could have Rowdy Tellez back as our lefty masher.
We'll talk about our current quote unquote lefty masher in like a second, but holy shit. No, but you're now at the point where your fucking bullpen, your depth in the bullpen is amazing.
Yeah.
We're having arguments over fucking 3 dudes at AAA.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. Well, we're also concerned about our 8th man in the bullpen.
Yeah.
7th man, whatever he is.
Like
it's not a big enough deal to matter. Like, I'm not concerned about Jimmy anymore. Jimmy's looked great.
Oh
Swanson's been phenomenal. Romano had 5 good games and a shitter.
Jimmy's velocity is like sexual.
Unbelievable.
Now. He's pumping 99. Like,
he's the guy we've needed to pair with Romano.
Yeah.
Like with that velo, and that's
so nice. It's so nice. He's been that guy.
Did you guys see the tweet that like came full circle? It was a tweet that was like, I think it was from an Angels fan. It's like, see what Toronto does? They like for the best part of the order, they bring in the guy that pumps 98, 99. Where are we with this? And it's just like,
it was a year ago that we pretty much said the same thing. So it's insane that we've come to this.
We've come full circle. It's a full circle moment. They're finally getting fireballers.
I do like the way they're using the pen though this year. Like,
it's great.
Not just having 9th, 8th, 7th set guys.
Like,
they'll use your guys in the situations that make sense.
Yeah, Jimmy gets the best guys in the order. Like, unless if it's not the 9th inning.
Yeah,
like
Swanson's been taking some pretty big roles too, though. Like, he's looked good.
When you break it down, you've got I have no concern about Swanson, Jimmy, Romano, and Pop. That's 4 of your 8 guys.
Yeah.
I'm more confident than not with Anthony Bass. I personally am not as confident as some, but Tim Meza can get it done.
Yeah.
Adam Simber's the same way.
And then Trevor Richards
is on the team.
Yeah,
so you have 5 guaranteed guys that you can throw out there and expect that they're going to get the job done.
And then 2 more that are just like,
2 more that could get the job done.
80% of the time, you're fine. Like,
that's more than you need realistically to get through and be a playoff team without making any moves. That is what you can do to get yourself into a playoff spot. Now, you can add to that. Come true. You're gonna add to that from the inside.
They're gonna have to.
Well, you already have Chad Green.
You have Chad Green coming.
You have Ryu's gonna have to find a spot somewhere. Maybe Mitch White's still a major league pitcher. You have options still.
Yeah.
So right now the depth is
Zulueta.
Yeah, exactly. Many options. So with 5 guys currently that are working and doing their job, you can find 3 more that are gonna be lights out 9 times out of 10.
Yeah.
Okay, this might sound very like hyperbolic, but knock on all when I say this. Say 4 guys get injured.
Okay.
Remember,
like in our bullpen?
Just a bullpen?
4 or 5 guys in the bullpen get injured. The call-ups and all that other shit combined, still better than 2021.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, it's 1,000 times better. We're entering that.
4 guys get injured in your bullpen, fire your athletic trainer because something is wrong.
Fucking Brant, 2021.
Could our bullpen have been worse? We literally traded for Adam Simber and Trevor Richards,
and they became high leverage guys.
High leverage.
That Adam Simber trade needs to be talked about more for theft.
Who did we give up?
Corey Dickerson and Adam Simber for fucking Joe Panic.
Oh, wow!
Like, that trade needs to be talked about more for theft. Like,
I'll take that.
The other one, not so.
Yeah, we could just leave the other one alone.
Yeah.
The other one felt good at the time.
Our bullpen at the time we traded for both of them was what of Rafael Delis, what of Chatwood, Bergen, Beasley, Meza.
Wasn't Meza our setup man?
Meza was the setup. Like,
yeah. No, we are absolutely better. If 4 guys go down, then yes, we're still better than
we're still 1,000 times better.
If the bottom 4 guys go down, we're better than we were to start 2023. But that's a different conversation.
Yeah, the bottom 4 guys would be Meza, Simber, Richards, and Bass or Pop. Probably Pop. And then you replace that with Nate, Jackson, Zulueta, and Fernandez.
One of the 2. Ricky would be way more fun.
Like, Ricky
becomes your best reliever.
Ricky be more fun, but you want to fucking.
It's not gonna happen. Well, it depends when these 4 injuries happen.
No. This I'm talking like end of year.
Yeah. If this is like August, September.
Yeah, Ricky 100%. in the September playoff push, fucking pumping 99 out of the pen, left the all.
Yeah. I think they should be controlling the shit out of how long he goes in games right now.
Oh yes,
just so that he's available come August.
has he pitched yet?
He's hurt.
Fuck, that's right, he is. God damn it.
So I think it was I don't know, something minor, but it just kept him in spring for a little longer.
Okay, we've
that's
talked
it for
enough.
pitchers. We've talked enough about. I think generally, as a whole, we're fine. The pitching looks ugly because we just gave up 11 runs to the Angels, and I think we gave up 9 or 10 to the Cardinals, and it's not great. But as a whole, they've been fine.
Mm-hmm.
I tell you, who's been more than fine, and shockingly more than fine, is Kevin Kiermaier. That guy, he's doing everything.
Fine in more ways than one.
Oh, he's a fine-looking man.
Lucky.
Oh,
he's a beautiful man. Like
the video of them getting onto the plane to come home, he was the first guy. And I'm like, no one's competing with that on the rest of this team. I'm like, he's literally just wearing the same zip-up hoodie that everyone else is wearing.
Except
but he's got it unzipped down to his belly
George
button.
didn't get the fucking memo to wear the hoodie.
Whatever. He missed it. But he's got it unzipped down to his belly button, chest hair hanging out, fucking sunglasses on. Can't even see his beautiful blue eyes. And he still looks better than anyone on that team by 3 miles. It's incredible.
Dude, him being interviewed yesterday, he was like, we can't wait to get back to Toronto. I'm like, see, this is what happens when you have a fan base.
I'm such a Kevin Kiermaier fan.
This is what happens when you have a fan base.
I didn't expect
the
this.
way.
Yep. Literally. I've said it. I don't say it much, but yeah.
That phrase is just it's a Buck Martinez thing, and it just irks me every time I hear it.
I know, but it's so true.
It's so true
when it comes to Kevin Kiermaier.
No, it's so true.
Same with Varsho though. There's no better way to describe the two of them. They they play everything hard, play good defense, they run the bases well, they have good at bats.
Yeah, we talked about it before we came on, but the Dalton Varsho bunt following a grand slam is the craziest play you'll ever see because the defense is like, well, shit, this guy can also leave the yard, show him some respect, and he just drops the most perfect bunt ever.
In that game, he nearly did leave the yard.
Yep.
He's now 17 for 18 on bunts. I'm pretty sure in his major league career.
Yeah. He's a drag bunt. That's twice now that he's done it this year.
Yeah.
Incredible.
How do you defend that? The amount of power he's got, you have to play your second base.
You have to respect it.
Yeah, and he only does it against
right situation
because the pitcher falls off on the third base side. Like it's beautiful.
But
I knew I was gonna like Kevin Kiermaier, but I truly fell in love with him when he did that hustle double in Kansas City.
Oh, dude, he's been doing that for so long too. I remember, I want to say 2013, 14, 15, somewhere in that range, when he would just hit flares to the outfielder and round the base hard so that they would throw to first and he would just take off for second and take it easily. And he did it 5 or 6 times to the Jays. I'm like, we need this.
I mean, if you're throwing to first in that situation, you're stupid.
Stupid, but he just got. But you throw to second.
But you take advantage.
But he did it far enough, so you're like, oh, I can get this guy, and he'd make it look like he was going back, and as soon as the throw would go, he'd fucking take off, and I'm like, that was brilliant, and he did it so many times. I'm like, this guy plays the game so hard, it's ridiculous, and he's what 36?
No, he's 33.
Is he? I swear he was older.
He's not that old. I don't think he's that old.
It feels like he's that old because he's been in Tampa
I thought he was older than that.
11 years. He's 32.
Okay. Jeez, I thought he was older than that. Okay, we're fine then. He's got tons of years left to do this. Unreal. He's playing on
that triple last night too.
Hip.
He was wheeling around the bases.
Oh my god, man.
The fact that it was on that play on that triple, it was him batting and Merrifield and Varsho on the bases. Just a fucking merry-go-round of acceleration.
So nice.
The
ability to have speed at pretty much any point in the inning is just incredible. Even George up top, George and Bo up top.
Yeah.
Both great base runners. And then at the bottom to have Merrifield, Kiermaier, Varsho, Cav. It's just ridiculous.
You could argue our 3 fastest players are 3 of our 4 oldest players on the team.
Yeah.
Other than Belt, it's Springer.
Yeah. We don't talk about him. We don't talk about him.
It's Springer, Kiermaier, and Witt.
Yeah.
And they all wheel.
Nuts. It's nuts.
It's unreal.
Sprint speed, I'm pretty sure they're near the top or at the top of the league, and they're all 33 plus. It's crazy.
It's ridiculous.
I know we don't want to, But we do need to talk about the baby giraffe a little bit.
We do need to talk about Rowdy Tellez.
I think it's too early to be giving up.
Yeah, it is, but like
It's not too early to be concerned. It's a lot of at-bats with absolutely nothing to show for it other than a game 1 double.
He was late spring training,
Yeah.
which he said he doesn't need at bats. But you're also coming off
bullshit.
major surgery,
Yeah.
and he's like 36 now, I think, or something close to that. Like,
Yeah.
34.
Takes
That-
you a little
that
bit longer
changes.
to get
That
warm the
changes.
older you get.
Like,
I've learned that
yeah,
this
yeah.
weekend alone.
Mm-hmm.
Things still hurt. He hasn't been great. Doesn't help that he's not making any contact whatsoever. But
right
which is
now,
weird because that's one he normally, the rest of his career hasn't struck out a ton.
no.
He's always been a good contact hitter.
The
Has
one
good approach
thing
to the
I've
plate.
heard from a lot of Giants fans is that he does this every year. He starts really slow and then he figures it out and just goes on fire for a little bit. I think we can afford to wait for the fire to catch because he is the 25th, 26th man on the roster right now. 25th, because there's no way he's below Luplow.
Oh, we don't talk about. I fucking forgot about Jordan Luplow. Like, what the fuck?
Not
Bring
bad,
him
not
up,
good.
start him at DH.
Start him at DH one game.
Makes sense.
One game a week. Basically, he hasn't played in like a week. It's like, all right, come up, buddy. Tag.
I don't know. I don't know
fucking
what to
free
tell
swing.
you.
Yeah,
I think
but-
he's still ahead of the on the depth chart.
Yeah, okay, but Brandon Belt.
Worst case scenario, it's what, $9 million that didn't work out, like
Mhm.
in the grand scheme of
fine.
things.
It's a 1 year deal.
And you have such a bench surplus right now. Like, you're working guys in with days off. It's not. And if this becomes a major problem, it's not a problem. Like,
No, he doesn't mean enough to this team to make it a major problem.
Yeah.
If it
and
doesn't
he was
work
literally
out, it
just a
doesn't
bonus
work out.
piece.
Yeah.
He was a bonus
Literally,
piece.
we were all shocked.
lottery
It's like,
ticket.
oh, we have Brandon Belt now.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. He was a lottery ticket that you just didn't hit on. Plain and simple. It doesn't even
And
hurt
it's also
defensively.
been not even 2 weeks. So, like,
No, exactly.
He's played 6
he,
games.
he can easily turn it around.
Say 6.
He's played 6. He's 1 for 23 with 2 walks.
We've seen a lot of lefties.
Mhm.
Yeah, he's 2 walks and 15 strikeouts.
It's fine. It's
a good
even
ratio,
if
right?
No,
even if you don't have this workout, it doesn't even hurt you defensively. It just pushes Cavan into a different role on this team.
Brant, we buried the real lead here.
Did we?
Kevin Biggio
Yes.
is a fucking home run in Kansas City.
Oh, we did.
We
That's not
buried.
the lead I thought we were talking about.
We buried the lead.
Yeah, I didn't see it.
Mm.
I didn't see it. I forgot the Kansas City series happened.
Oh, I think I've told you this, Brent. But
Hmm?
Nate, I actually have never seen a Kevin Biggio. In the last 2 years, I've never seen one of his home runs live. Like watching.
They're rare.
They are rare.
But like
Strikes out a lot.
literally, yeah. But like what happened was I always have like on Twitter, I fucking am known for just every time he walks, it's just daily Kevin Biggio walk appreciation tweet. I was pulling that up because it was a 3-2 count. Fucking go back and all I see is Matt Chapman just
Yeah.
fucking.
I didn't tune in until like the next inning. So I
Mhm.
missed the entire thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. What's Cav? Cavs OVP's dropped to 333. It is what it is.
His
Again, a
WRC
lot of
plus-
lefties so far. A lot of
His
lefties.
WRC plus before yesterday was 139. So
Yeah, he'll be fine.
yeah, my hot take of him having an
Um,
over 800 OPS is still looking great.
What's his nuts? Espinal hasn't been any better.
Oh God, no.
No.
It's not great.
Like
Witt's just running away with the job, but we said that would probably happen.
yeah.
The catcher tandem that was supposed to be great offensively, also not very great offensively so far.
Statistically, the worst hitting
Yeah.
catchers in Major League Baseball.
Yeah, so that's also not phenomenal. And we've got one of them dropping pop-ups to the catcher. So
Mhm.
a couple things aren't going so hot for the offense.
The other one
However,
has
the lead
stuff.
I think Nate might have been thinking of was our
Yeah.
MVP of the year so far.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
No, no.
No.
It's Matt Chapman has just torn the cover off the ball.
Yeah, it's future New York Met Matt Chapman.
All right. Now, can I remove you from? No,
Let's be
Please
real.
enjoy this year at least.
like we don't need to talk about
Jeez.
next year. 2 weeks into the season. No, Matt Chapman, AL Player of the Week for this week. 2 homers, 12 RBIs, 464 average. Good for a 1.373 OPS.
Should have been Adam Duvall.
How do you do? No, it should. I think I got hurt. Ruined it. Matt Chapman, dog. Had the one error that hurt. But
Yeah.
after that, he's easily been the best hitter on the roster. And he hit 4.
Yeah,
I just wanted to put that in there. Someone said he should hit 4. I don't know. I don't remember who. I don't remember who said it.
No,
but someone-
no.
I'll walk that back.
Put
I
it in
can
the
admit
air,
when I was
motherfucker.
wrong.
Talk your shit. Go ahead.
Someone
Smirking.
on the podcast said, "Man, he's hitting so well. He could probably hit 4," and he hit 4 a lot after that.
Yeah. But
I
you
love
want
it.
to
To
know
be
who they
fair, that was like 4 lefties. So
It was 4. Yeah, it was
and
4. It was
Varsho
like-
hit 4 against the righties. So
I think
that
Varsho,
might be what
the
we see,
game
but-
the game that George was off, fucking Varsho hit 3rd. And it was a
yeah,
lefty.
they
I'm
just
pretty
moved
sure.
everyone right up.
Yeah.
They just
Like,
moved everyone up.
Well, Varsho's been doing enough to make it a conversation. I don't think you guys were entirely wrong. I kind of saw your point on that one.
Realistic, like if this is how they're gonna hit, who cares?
right.
Exactly. It doesn't matter. 3, 4,
Like-
5, 6. It doesn't matter.
Vlad,
Yeah.
Vlad, Bo, and Matt Chapman lead.
Cav hits 1 home run and we're putting him in the conversation.
Yeah, why not? It's 1 home run. It's the games played per home run ratio is actually pretty good for Cav.
It's
Like,
not bad.
but like Vlad, Bo, and Matt Chapman, I almost said Cav again. Holy shit, lead the league in hits.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, and Chapman, Varsho, and Vlad are all in the top 15, if not top 10 in exit velocity. Or
Yeah, I think Matt Chapman
like
leads the
most
league.
hard hit balls or something.
I think Chappie and Vlad are like 1 and 2 in hard hit balls. Like, it's dumb.
It's not-
Yeah. Yeah. And
Literally-
I think Varsho's like bottom end of the top 10, I think. Like, it's wild.
George Springer hasn't gotten going, so it is what it is. But 2 through 5, 6. What does that put us
mean,
at? 5
George
is
is-
just like they're some of the hottest hitters in baseball right now.
George is.
He's
Like,
fine.
George has some
I-
tough luck too.
Yeah.
Like he's
Yeah,
been hitting the
George-
ball hard right at guys.
Yeah.
Was it the first his hit, like his fly out in Kansas City that would have been a home run in like 14 ballparks to start the game?
that checks out.
Like,
Sure.
it was down the. I think I remember this.
Kansas City's massive, so
Yeah, I fucking would.
that sounds about right.
Would it dong popped up and it's like George Springer fly out would have been a home run in 15 parts. Like,
I mean, I have 0 complaints about this roster right now.
yeah. I mean,
Or about the lineup. Sorry,
yeah.
it's gross.
Mhm.
Matt Chapman leading the way. We'd love to see it. Did we miss anything?
on the Blue Jays?
Any big stories this week that we should have talked about?
I think going into the year, 10-game road trip, come out of it 6-4.
Love it.
Oh,
Quite a bit of
like,
travel
that's-
too.
Love it. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're taking that against St. Louis is a legit team.
Mhm.
And honestly, the Angels look legit in that series, whether you guys want to believe in them or not. That lineup bangs. And
I'll
lineup-
never believe in them,
Their
but they look
pitching-
legit.
their
No,
pitching
I'll
was
never
good.
believe the lineup bangs. It's just the pitching that I never trust. Like,
Yeah.
Every single time a starter came out of that game, the game went to shit.
yeah, dude.
Every time.
Like,
Yeah.
because
It's just- not
I
good.
would like to think that last year we were the reason the Angels season went the way it did.
They went to hell in a handbasket
Because
after us, right?
because they lost a game to, I think it was might have been like Oakland, and then they played us for 4.
Yeah.
We swept all 4, and that was the kickstart of their 14-game losing streak that got Joe Madden fired. Like, so it was us. We did that. It's like,
Unreal.
Yeah.
Vladdy hit a homer and like did the fake home run jacket thing. A, it broke my heart. That was just so
that
tough to
pissed
watch.
me off.
But B, if you look at us getting serious, and then you go around to the rest of the league.
Fucking
Obviously we saw the Angels with the
samurai.
samurai
It's a samurai helmet.
helmet. We'll
We
call it.
talked about who is it? Cincinnati.
Cincinnati has the
Viking.
Vikings situation. The Orioles have the funnel.
Yeah, the Orioles are the frat boys of the MLB now, I guess.
I don't know if I hate
They
it.
are though. It suits. Them.
It's
You
really cool
you
because
got
they're
Gunner,
a
you
young
got
team,
Adley. It's
young
awesome. You
team
got
of like
Mountcastle.
frat boy looking people.
Oh yeah,
I think it suits them pretty well. I think they should bring back the chain with it. I think that'd be way better. They had the big like Orioles chain. I think they bring that back with it. But I think it's cool. And it's a little disappointing that we're not a part of this anymore. I loved being the team leading the way for all these idiots to do this.
They'll.
I mean, it was
I'm
us
sure
and the
something
Padres.
comes by the end of the year. Something
Has
they'll
to.
be doing something by the end of the year.
Like,
Well, the home run jacket didn't happen until August, September, the one year. Like it was
2021. Yeah.
Yeah. It was late. So I mean, hey,
I
maybe
think,
they're like,
yeah,
you
the
know what? We can
Padres-
still have fun.
The Padres was like
I think it's
the
better
main-
letting something happen organically through the
Yeah.
year rather than like these are funny and some of them are cool, but like
Hmm.
let something happen organically
Right.
and see where it goes rather
Yeah,
than just
like
kind of
the
start
Pirates.
something right at the
the
start.
pirate thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of the same
Brewers-
idea.
Okay, this is gonna be a very deep cut, possibly. Did you guys watch WWE at all as children?
Growing up, I did.
No, sir.
Not so
So,
much lately.
You know when they do this thing, like just throw their hands up? Fucking Rob
Like
Wong
the-
was like, "Did you know who Randy Orton is?"
Yeah.
They're just that's the pose. Literally, that's what they're doing.
Is that what they're trying to do?
I can't unsee it now though.
Is that what they're
like,
trying to do though?
if they
Because
are,
it
they're
doesn't look
fucking it
very
up.
good.
If they are, they're fucking it
Like
up.
Randy Orton had more of like a
Like, it was
diagonal
more-
thing
It's
going
more of
on.
like that, but no.
Yeah.
Fucking yeah.
The
but Nate-
Jays don't have that.
Let's just move on before Nate fucking just breaks his brain trying to think what this is. The guy that did RKO out of nowhere. That
Wait.
meme, like,
way over my head. It's
yeah,
fine.
it's
fair,
okay.
fair. It's a niche fucking thing, anyways.
Yeah, got nothing. Any of you guys have anything to say on the Jays before we move on? Nothing. Oh, the outfield districts were released.
Yeah, dude, they've been putting. I need to pull that up because they've been
Have fun
announcing-
visiting bullpen.
fun. Yeah.
Jesus,
Good luck.
that fence, bro. Nate sent it to me and he goes, "There's no way this is the thing." And I'm like, "That fence is so low."
Yeah, dude.
It's like 6 feet.
the amount of
If that.
security
Like,
that they
you
need
get-
there.
You get
Like-
some like to be a bullpen pitcher, you got to be something else. Like
Yeah.
some of those guys are wild,
Oh yeah.
and like you get a fan John at you,
Mm-hmm.
throwing a ball 6 feet, like over 6 feet over your catcher's head, just
Dude.
over the screen. Like you're
If Joe
killing someone.
Kelly has to warm up in that bullpen, someone's gonna get domed.
Like it is a good thing Brian Wilson does not pitch anymore.
Jesus.
It's gonna be
Like-
insane.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
Um,
wild. It's gonna be
I already thought it was a crazy idea to begin with, but the fence being so low, I think it's crazy
Yeah.
for
And
a
it's
whole
chain
other
link.
reason.
and it's chain link. It's not even like a solid fence. It's chain
Bro,
link.
bro,
No.
the amount of
What if someone has
fucking-
their fingers in there? And just,
Yeah,
Ow.
you
Break
don't
some
have fingers
fingertips.
anymore.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
It's
Like, that's
97 to the
gonna
fingertip?
happen.
They've also have you guys seen the food that they've
It's gonna
announced?
happen.
Oh, dude, there's a lot.
It's a lot. We're gonna just start with the shittiest one, in my opinion.
Mm.
The fucking poutine hot dog.
$9.99. I don't like poutine, so
I'm not
Sorry.
spending $9.99 on that, but that sounds
No.
kind of good.
if you like poutine, it should be good.
And
I
then
can't imagine why it wouldn't be.
in the flight deck, there's Applewood smoked brisket nachos. Then there's a brisket sandwich.
The bun me sandwiches,
It was
apparently they're
obvious.
stupid expensive.
Oh god damn it!
It's like I think it was like 17 or 18 bucks or something like that.
What?
Yeah.
It's a bun. It's like a Vietnamese sandwich.
Yeah, it's
Um,
like, but apparently people are pissed because they're supposed to be like super cheap around Toronto. I don't really
Yeah.
know the sandwich all that well, but
The flight deck also has a OK Blue Jays rum punch.
they got some drinks in
Like-
those. They got
We'll
probably
mojitos
be
in there
testing
now.
that out.
Oh, dude, I might go on a tour of the drinks for these next couple of games just to see how we're doing.
They're
Let's
just gonna
see.
taste test them all.
I might.
Okay.
See what the drink of the year is.
Have
think-
have your reviews done by next podcast.
Okay,
Yeah. At the
Or maybe I'll make a
Catch Bar,
TikTok for it.
There is a Cuban sandwich
about it.
panini. It's gonna be $20 probably. Fuck me.
Cuban sandwich panini.
Yeah.
The Jamaican patties. Rumor has it they're only like $5, $6,
Oh, fuck it,
something like
alright.
that. So I might fuck up a handful of Jamaican patties.
Exactly. Like,
Yeah, it's cool because like any half-known Toronto influencer was on tour of that place, so I've seen all sorts of videos about it. Kind
I-
of cool.
I think Jordan said there's frozen margs there?
Yeah. Oh, they have the machines. You can see them at the Corona thing. We're burying the actual lead of
So they put
of the
Coronas
outfield.
upside down in them.
Oh, I hope so.
That's what I need. That's
Oh,
what I need
I
in my
don't
life.
think
Did
they
we-
will because they can't do glass, so they probably won't.
Plastic,
Maybe
plastic
plastic
like
Corona
mini,
bars.
plastic like mini ones.
Yeah,
Maybe
sure.
that'd be cool.
Did we yeah, Brand, go ahead.
We buried the lead of the outfield districts, and that's the Wiener Totter.
Don't fucking
Because
call it the Wiener Totter. Don't
I'm-
do
I'm-
this.
Oh, it's a wiener totter.
It's the Wiener Totter, bro. There's
I
no
was-
other way to call this thing.
It is
I'm
John
riding the Wiener
Schneider's
Totter every chance
wiener
I can.
totter.
Yeah.
There's gonna be
It's the John Schneider Wiener Totter.
the pictures after tomorrow night are gonna be bad. Like
Yeah.
that.
Oh my
they're-
god, yeah.
They're
Oh, yeah.
gonna have like security standing there
Jesus.
approving pictures.
Getting fucked over by the Wiener Totter.
How-
Like,
If someone doesn't bend over on one end of the Wiener Totter,
okay,
I will be
with
shocked.
someone on
with
the
someone on the
of
other end
wiener
of the
Let's
Wiener
totter,
Totter.
let's be honest with ourselves here. If our manager wasn't named Schneider, we would not have that Schneider area.
Maybe,
It would not be as prominent.
maybe not.
I
Like,
need I just
I'm so
need-
happy we did.
I need a picture of John Schneider on the Schneider's wiener totter.
Yes,
That would be amazing.
Yes.
that has to
Eaten-
happen,
absolutely.
right?
in the poutine hot dog.
Inside baseball a little bit. Apparently, the Wiener Totter isn't actually going to go in Wienerland, because it's not big enough to host the Wiener Totter. So they're not 100%
is
sure
the-
where it's supposed to go. Well,
how
you've
big
seen the
is the Wiener
pictures.
Totter?
It's a large
It's a
wiener.
size. It's a sizable wiener.
Like they
Like
kind of
Brant,
six plus.
Brant, what the fuck was that hand motion?
Like, are we
Don't
talking?
drop
are we,
it on
like
the
it's-
table.
Are we
Like it's
talking
act-
6+ or
like
7?
just tell me when to stop.
Are we?
It's a large wiener
Oh, I could.
for people to totter on.
What I was about to say could have got us canceled. Holy shit! No, moving on.
You got to tiptoe in this conversation a little.
Yeah, I mean,
Just a
I was
little
gonna be
bit.
like, what are we talking here? Like, do you know that? Do you know the
It's a
firmness?
lot of inches
Jell-O-
of wiener in that
Like
totter.
on a scale of Jello to oak, how what are we talking? Like,
Oh my!
Rumor has it it's a big wiener and it doesn't quite fit, so they got to shimmy it around a little bit and make it fit where they need it. So I don't know where I don't know where they're gonna put the wiener totter, but they're gonna find a home for it. It's gonna make the people. They're gonna have a good time. I can't. We gotta stop with this one.
Keep it
Yeah,
going.
wiener totter.
Next.
Great time. The the Corona rooftop place looks sick. They do have the frozen marks because I saw the machines there. That's gonna be wild.
fucking crying.
Yeah, there's a lot of pinball machines and shit in the flight deck. I don't really understand it, but hey, if you want to come to the ball game and not watch the ball game, you have something to do now.
Like,
We're gonna
there's
play
a
the
lot of those.
shit. We're gonna play the shit out of some cornhole.
Oh god.
Cornhole looks like fun.
I'll fuck you up in some cornhole.
Done. Let's go. Flight deck sponsored cornhole. We're going. Yeah. I don't know what to tell you. It's open early. I don't know if I was supposed to say that, but it's open 2 hours earlier tomorrow or something like that.
Oh, that's nice.
Must
So
be
yeah,
nice getting inside scoops. Eh?
it's cool.
Brandon,
I'm also
I need you to-
not allowed to tell people a lot of them, so it's
I need you to do me a favor, and
Hmm?
when they have the TD, when they pull up the TD thing on the screen, it's like, here's all the walk up music. Fucking video, please.
I think it sounds like most of it's the same. Like it hasn't changed. I don't think.
I don't know
But
if I
hey,
like that or hate
Don't
that.
quote me on that. I know
We do have
Varsho's
like
is the same for sure.
4 new players.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we know-
Varsho's is the same as last year for sure.
Okay, which is
It's still up down.
still up down. Which is
Yeah.
good.
Um,
If Chris
else
Bassett
is
is
new?
Deliverance by Bubba Sparks again, I will laugh my ass off. Like
wasn't
Bubba-
one of them? Oh,
fucking
Varsho's. No, not
Brandon,
Varsho's.
Brandon Bell.
Brandon
was
Bell.
Weezer. He was like
Yeah,
Weezer.
say it ain't so. I think it was not a great walk-up song.
Harris Swanson, I have no idea because you're a bullpen guy.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter, anyways. Yeah, I'll let you know. I'll get the inside scoop on the.
As long as Jimmy Garcia still has his from last year,
As far as I know, it's still there. I hope Trevor Richards went back to Good Vibes.
yeah,
'Cause that was
'cause
way better.
What he changed it to was
It sucked.
terrible.
It sucked.
I hope Bo
um,
keeps his 85 fucking songs.
I miss David Phelps already because he had the Outsiders by Eric Church.
Yeah.
Sounded so cool as a walk-up song.
I mean, I miss Remel Tapia.
I don't miss Ronald Tap.
You miss his song.
I miss his song. I don't miss.
It was top
We
5
can
in
just
your
play it
rap.
now.
Don't act like it. You don't.
We can
miss
just
him.
play it now though, so it's fine. Yeah. I think that's it for the outfield districts. Nothing's ever going to top the Weiner Totter, so we could probably
Move on
Move
from
on.
the Weiner. Stop. We don't need to go back into the
Yeah.
Weiner.
The Weiner's been on my mind a lot. I think about Schneider's Wiener all the time. What do we have to talk about? In the
Move
rest of the-
on.
O'Neal Cruz is out.
Yeah, thank you.
Speaking of big things,
Not thank you. Not thank you. But
O'Neal Cruz fractured his ankle in an ugly play at the plate. Nate had a lot to say. I don't know if Nate still has a lot to say.
Well, I got mixed feelings on it.
Okay.
I think he definitely didn't slide, and
No, that's an
should've
ugly
slid.
slide.
He
Yeah.
should have slid sooner. Like, I don't know what he's doing, but
It was like a
figure
weird
it out.
takeout slide that wasn't supposed to look like a takeout slide. Is kind of what it's.
I legitimately don't think he was intentionally trying to take him out,
No,
but
I don't know.
to turn around and throw your mask on the ground and start yelling at a guy who's rolling around on the ground. And
Yeah.
Brand, he was yelling at him after he saw he was rolling around on the ground.
Was he though?
yes.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm bringing in
'cause-
whoever throws the hardest in your pen, and he is wearing one square in the ribs. Fastball, first
I
pitch.
mean,
No disrespect to the Pittsburgh Pirates because they are my boys. They don't have anyone that they can bring in to throw into your ribs because they're just not good.
It's just
Well,
Bednar.
Bednar, and you can't really afford to lose David Bednar. He's got
I feel like
5 saves already.
I feel like the Pirates got revenge by beating them 1-0 the next day. Or was that the same day? No, that was the same day.
The Pirates are a team, my man.
The Pirates have a better record than the Cardinals.
The Pirates are a team, my friend.
They're a hodgepodge of nothingness.
I don't know how,
That
but they're a
was-
team. Yeah,
That was
ugly
a very
situation.
ugly situation though, because like you can see the players and the trainers trying to get everyone away from Cruz.
Yeah,
And
the
the
one
pile
guy is like
Slowly
over
shifts,
top of
and then it
Cruz.
keeps coming back. Like that.
Mhm.
That could have been bad, but like
They gave me vibes of, you guys remember when Mark Scheifele ran over that dude on Montreal? Well,
Yeah.
you should know, Nate. And then everybody was just trying to fuck
Yeah.
up Scheifele.
Jake Evans.
Jake Evans,
on
yeah.
looking
top of Jake
Oh,
Evans.
yeah, they were trying to like punch out Scheifele on top of Jake Evans.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But
clean head.
I mean, but the White Sox did lose somebody too. Joe Kelly is on the 15-day IL.
Oh,
because
that's so good.
he strained his groin running to that pile and like that scrum.
Do you know how many concussions
Shout out
that
Joe
saves for
Kelly.
people in Toronto? Because Joe Kelly warming up with a 6-foot fence behind the thing is it's just asking for trouble.
I mean,
So
Joe,
the
Wasn't
fact
he
that
the
he's
guy?
doing,
Wasn't he the guy that
He
missed
broke his own
net
window.
and broke his own window?
yeah,
yeah,
I
so it's fair.
Joe Kelly's the one guy I could see just sailing it over that
Yeah.
fence. So
I mean,
the fact that he's on fifth, they're coming here within 15 days, right?
yeah, the 24th, 5th, and 6th.
So that just saved a lot of lawsuits.
I mean,
Good.
It was retroactive to the 19th, so he could be back for that series.
Oh no.
Or not the 9th. That's what I meant. Retroactive to the 9th. Okay, you want to just get all the injuries out of the way?
There was more. I honestly haven't seen much.
There was a lot more.
Oh, okay.
Derek Hall.
Oh.
He tore a ligament in his thumb, and he's out for the season. So
It's incredible that
Oh,
matters.
never mind. I lied. He expects to return this season. Sorry, I
Hmm.
fucking read that wrong. So
It's incredible that matters.
Had never heard of him a month ago.
No. It's
So-
nuts.
they're now on their third first baseman, aka just use Alec Boehm at first base. Like
Is that what they're doing?
I
Yeah, and
know
what's
he's
his
played
name?
a couple. He's played a couple. games
Is it
there.
Sosa? Sosa's playing third. I
Sosa's
think.
playing third. Yeah. Wow, that team is
Yikes.
quickly fallen. Yeah, Adam Duvall, who maybe kind of sort of should have been player of the week, but
MLB leader in WAR currently.
leader in WAR, I think he's tied for the lead in home runs. Like, he had 1,000 slugging. Like, broke his wrist.
Hmm.
There is no timetable for his return. So
I learned something today. They called up Bobby Dahlbeck. I learned that Bobby Dahlbeck wasn't in the majors.
yeah.
It's because
Okay.
Bobby Dalbec isn't good.
Also, they
Fair.
have,
Like
But the Red
he's a
Sox
4A
aren't.
player.
also did you
He's a
like
4A player.
Jaron Duran?
Who's their first baseman then?
Cassis, Tristan Cassis.
Mm.
Like
Cassis has been good.
he's their top prospect.
He's
That's
actually
fair.
hitting the ball.
And
fair,
then
that's fair.
and then when they don't use him, they use Justin Turner at first.
Oh, yeah,
That's
so
the Red Sox bench is kind of just hilarious. It's like right now it's Bobby Dahlbeck,
doo-doo.
Raimel Tapia because he beat
Doo-doo.
Jaron Duran, Connor Wong, and like Rob Refsnyder.
They need a catcher too.
They have Jorge
Connor
Alfaro in
Wong.
the minors. They
That's
have
what
Jorge
Connor Wong's
Alfaro in the
doing.
minors. Jorge Alfaro didn't make the team because he went to the WBC.
You have Reese McGuire.
Well,
starting
they
games.
wanted Reese McGuire.
Yeah.
Reese
So
will touch your piece.
They wanted Connor Wong to sit behind him and be the worst defensive catcher in baseball.
Yeah, learn the ways of the Dollar Tree.
I don't know what the Red Sox are, other than bad.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're trying to be.
I mean, they just lost again today.
They're going to be third place in the division. Sticking by that take.
Yeah.
Got a long road to go.
And you know who you have in last place? A team that is now 10-0.
12, isn't it?
It's 10. They just
pretty sure.
it's 10.
Sure. Is it 10?
They won today.
They literally just won 10 minutes ago.
Hey, but
they beat the Red
like,
Sox.
Not bad.
they've played the Nationals, the Tigers,
and
the A's, and now the Red Sox
for a game. Like
you have played 3 AAA, like are probably the 3 worst teams in the majors. You played 3 AAA rosters.
Yeah,
I think at least 3 of the 5 because you could throw like Cincinnati and maybe Pittsburgh in there. But
hey, watch your mouth. Watch your mouth.
Cincinnati at least has pitching.
True.
Like
Pittsburgh has a good lineup too.
I can't say Pittsburgh anymore because they're pretty good.
No,
they
just can't pitch.
Yeah,
it's fine. But since I'm on that side. I think they played the 3 worst teams in baseball, and then
it's still impressive.
Possibly the 4th. It's still something cool. Like we lost to Kansas City. It's not like it happens.
But
to go that long in a row is good, but not.
I was talking about this today. Would you rather 3 options? Start your schedule like this with all your like a run of easy teams.
Okay.
End your schedule like this, or just be like straight up balanced all the way through.
I think I would rather start.
I think I'd rather finish.
See, I'm going balanced.
Wait.
I want.
Wait. As in, like, when I say start, I mean like start with the difficult teams.
So end with the easy team. Okay, so you're with me here.
Okay. Yeah. See, I'm saying balanced. I want a good mix so that you don't have a run where like your offense goes semi-cold for a week or 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And then you play the Yankees, the Astros, the Dodgers, whoever else, right? And then you're like I'd rather have like a Rockies and the Orioles or whoever, not necessarily like terrible teams, but like
I see your point there. Like I don't disagree, but I if you're good enough to be a playoff team, you're going to be in that race at the end of September. And if you're finishing with 12 shit games where you can chalk off 10 of them in a race where you're maybe a game or 2 back or a game or 2 up, I would like to see that at the end of the year where I could just cruise my way.
I know that
the other way, like they're out to a hell of a lead right now. Like this can be a hill to climb.
That's tough to come back from. The Yankees did it last year. They had that hot start, and it's like, well, we're battling the entire year.
I mean, the Jays' schedule is very weird because we play the Yankees and the Rays like 6 or 7 times each, like within the next month or so, and then we don't play them again till like the end of August, early September. Like,
didn't we not see one of them until like August last year, or like we saw them once in July?
I think it might have been.
It was the Rays, wasn't it?
I think it was one of the 2 of them, but it was the weirdest schedule.
I do know last year we didn't play a game against Baltimore till like mid-June.
Maybe it was Baltimore then.
We didn't play Baltimore till like mid-June, which was.
But it was one of them, and it was weird.
I'm pretty sure the last month we only played like AL East teams. It felt like.
Yeah, we played.
It was Yankees, Rays,
Orioles,
Rays,
Red Sox,
Red Sox.
One series. Yeah.
Like, yeah, it was weird.
Shout out to your AL Cy Young pick hitting a home run.
What?
Or sorry, your AL MVP pick. My bad. Hitting a home run.
Corey Seager? Yeah. This okay. Well, this is a perfect segue. Can I change my NL MVP pick?
NL? Who was your NL? That was
he is hurt.
Michael Harris.
Michael Harris went on the IL with a back strain.
That's tough. Hey, the flexor, it's in your elbow.
Oh, we figured that out for Robbie Ray last week?
Yeah,
Okay.
they were talking about how his elbow was off or something.
We don't like that.
No, we don't like that at
I
all.
don't like that. But yeah, Michael
He
Harris.
said he said his forearm felt like concrete at one point. It was just rock solid. He thought it was because it was cold, and then after 2 innings, he realized there's something wrong.
Yeah, well, sorry, Robbie, but Michael Harris.
Yeah. Hey, that's a tough pick. Not gonna lie to you. The Braves are still going to be the Braves.
To pick someone who's going to be out for the first 45 days of the season.
He'll be back.
He'll be
did.
back.
I did pick him, but I didn't stand by it, and I regret it.
Yeah,
I still buy it.
Yeah, but you're, and this again, we're fucking transitioning here perfectly. But Brant, your pick, you sticking by one of your picks might actually work out because the Mets announced a couple days ago Omar Narvaez is out potentially for the season. I don't know what did he have? What did he get?
That's the best news you'll ever hear as a Mets fan. Because for some reason, Buck Showalter seems to think that Omar Narvaez is a top 10 catcher.
Yeah,
in the
so
he's always going to get bat.
Yeah.
Okay, but top 10.
He had a high grade strain of the left calf, and he'll be out for 8 to 9 weeks, which means Brant's NL Rookie of the Year pick, I guess, Francisco Alvarez, will be up.
I've still got a long road to go before he can win the Rookie of the Year, but
I mean, especially
at least I have hope.
Especially over my pick, fucking Corbin Carroll.
At least I have hope, and that's all I can ask for at this point.
Yeah.
Can we stick on the Mets for a second and talk about the Edwin Diaz entry in their home opener?
Oh, it was sad. Like
it was like I just felt so weird watching it. Like
it hurts.
You got the trumpets going, and he's just hobbling,
like barely making it up the stairs, and it's just
you make him go stairs,
but like
with the crutches. Like
I don't know if I'm doing that, man.
I mean, did you guys see the Phillies? They did that with Reese Hoskins.
Did they?
Yeah, when they were getting their NLCS rings, which I didn't know was a thing.
You get what?
A ring. Yeah.
They're what rings?
Yeah, and your National League champion rings.
Rings.
Do we get rings for losing in the wild card too? Like participation trophies?
I also want to know
what
this.
That is.
Hold up.
NLCS rings. That's not a thing.
That's not a thing. No way.
No. This is from John Clark and NBCS. Jesus. This is when Gene Segura was back. Today, Gene Segura will receive his NL champion ring from the Phillies. It's a thing.
Words. Has it been a thing?
It shouldn't be a thing.
I agree.
It's been a thing.
I've never heard of this.
I've also never heard of this.
So yeah.
It better not be a thing.
It's a thing.
Better not be a thing going forward.
I can throw it.
I really hope the Phillies are the only team that has ever done this.
Hold up.
I don't, because that's gonna make me dislike the Phillies, and I don't want to dislike the Phillies.
There, I threw it at the top of I threw the link at the top of the page, like of the video. It's like it's the very top.
At the what?
There. It's the top of the Blue Jays one, just because it was the top of the page.
Oh, okay.
It's the Reese Hoskins. It's very sad. Like.
No, this is better than Edwin Diaz though. I don't have the sound on, but the fact that
they don't have like the walkout music.
Yeah, that was tough, man.
Unless they also have his walk-up song playing. They literally have a ring in the background.
What?
Like they're advertising their participation rings.
Yeah, they beat the Padres. That's what they did to get.
Remember the Nashville Predators and their banners they put up?
Yeah.
This feels very similar to that.
Yeah, I mean, this feels very similar because, again, I'm forgetting is if it's a meme. Did we still have the 2020 wild card banner up?
Yeah,
this is that energy, like.
So are we
but it's a banner though.
Wild card.
Yeah, did we or did we get a?
I don't know.
Do you know this? Okay.
I don't know. I can try and find out.
I saw it was a meme before, but I need to know if it's real because if we
honestly look, who cares?
It's not a ring.
It's worse than
a rings. Jeez. All right.
Yeah, like
I don't know if I can move off of this.
Like,
That's just okay. Huh.
huh.
That's where anything else to just get my brain off of that.
Shout out to Liam Hendricks, rang the bell
Yes.
last week. Cancer free.
Yeah.
We,
Awesome.
I think they came out like an hour after we stopped recording, and I'm
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, there was
"Motherfucker."
a good run of that and then the Verdugo stuff, right?
Yeah.
Right after.
Yeah. That was shout out Liam. He's gonna be
That's
back.
awesome. There's still no timetable on his return, but obviously it means
There's
he's
nothing
closer.
right
Mhm. But
Yeah.
it's that's good.
That's awesome. Good for him.
So you guys, and then moving on. You guys remember how we had the discussion of the pitch clock and how it was slowing down the time or speeding up the games?
Yeah.
And Nate said, I don't need it to be too short. Well, Sandy
100% remember
Alcantara,
that.
Sandy Alcantara said, "Fuck you."
That night, wasn't it?
His second,
It was. I think it was that night.
It was the. I think it was the day after. It's April 4th. He threw a complete in his second start. Threw a complete game shutout. Time of the game was an hour and 57 minutes. Sandy hit him with the Mark Burley special.
Yeah.
Like,
That's like Mark Burley didn't even do that. Like that.
It was
insane.
once, I think. It was Burley and
He wanted to get to a
I want to
Metallica
say
concert.
Buckholes or something.
But
They
wasn't
did it
he wanted to
once.
get to a Metallica concert?
Was it?
Pretty sure he wanted to get to a Metallica concert.
Yo, Mark Burley, like some of the stories, he pitched in a World Series game after drinking like 4 beers in 2005. Like,
Wasn't that the Red Sox special for a bit? The beers and chicken wings under.
yeah, that's when they missed the playoffs and they were like leading the division by like 7
what
games.
was Buddy's name? The gray-haired
Isn't
dude
that what-
kind of looked like Buck Martinez.
Valentine, Bobby Valentine.
Bobby V.
But I think that was end of Tito when they fired Tito before they brought in Bobby Valentine.
Yeah, that was
I think that was part of the reason they got rid of Tito.
Was it?
Because they had like a 7-game lead going into the final month of the season, and they just
Beer and wings, baby.
shit it away. Like,
Love it.
I mean, yeah, and on our potentially final thing, minor league, the Reds AA team.
Wait, there's one more major league thing before we get to that. Do we want to talk about Tyler O'Neill?
Oh, fucking, I'm terrible. Yes, we need to talk about Tyler O'Neill. Thank you, Nate. Fucking, me and Bray been doing this for 8 months now, and we're fucking
Still can't read.
We've been here for.
I didn't
Yeah.
even see it.
So it was a game.
I didn't either.
It was a game that took place between the Atlanta Braves and the St. Louis Cardinals. Tyler O'Neill was on second. Ball got hit to right field. Tyler O'Neill gets gunned out at home. Looks like he's kind of half-assing it.
Is Tyler O'Neill fast?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
So then, yeah, he wasn't busting it for sure.
he wasn't busting it, but he then Ollie Marmol, who is like 35 years old, mind you, as a manager, basically comes out and says, "Yeah, that's not how we do things here. That's not the Cardinal way." Like,
in the media.
in the
might add.
media.
It wasn't an in the clubhouse thing.
Yeah, and then the next day comes out, Tyler O'Neill not in the lineup, and then
Tyler O'Neill fired back at him first too.
Did he? I didn't say it.
Yeah.
I do know the
He-
fire. Like, it was the timeline events. as far as I know.
I don't exactly know what he said, but part of it was that he was working on a new running technique in the off season, and so whatever you want to think of that. And then
Does it involve him running slower?
I don't know. Take it.
I've been
take
working on that
better
technique for
lines.
years.
Yeah,
Every year that technique changes.
I've mastered that technique.
Yeah. So,
And then he said something to the effect of he should have kind of come to me and talked to me and not put it in the media.
yeah, I got the
Which
quote.
is-
For sure.
Yeah, the quote is, "These conversations could have been had in the house and not gotten on the loose like they have.
Yeah.
It should have been handled a little differently, in my opinion. But
Yeah.
who's to say?"
All valid.
That's like got to be the dumbest thing you can do as
Yeah.
a manager, is it not?
Yeah,
Like,
it's
just
stupid.
pull the guy aside, have a conversation. If the conversation doesn't go well, bench him.
Yeah.
It's happened before.
Like,
And then you can say we weren't happy with, like, it happened to Acuna like
Mhm.
in September. I want to say 2 years ago. You can
Mhm.
say we weren't happy with the effort he put in on this play. You don't need to say it's not the Cardinal way, blah blah blah. In the media, like,
Yeah.
have the conversation, sit him down, just be mature and be a professional organization about it.
No, I don't have much to add to that other than Tyler O'Neill has 80th percentile sprint speed.
Thanks for it. You alienated one of your better players.
Mhm.
Like
He looked like Kirk out there though.
yeah, but also my thing is Acuna has like, if I'm looking at the video correctly, Acuna has the ball by the time O'Neill. If O'Neill's like fully sprinting, Acuna would have got the ball and O'Neill maybe would have just been rounding. Like
Yeah, I want to see
I think he's sprinting. He's out either way.
I think
and
so.
like, doesn't Acuna have one of the better arms
Acuna
in the
has
game?
a cannon.
Does
he? Yeah. So I feel like we need to really be blaming the third base coach, because the next day in the next game that O'Neill was benched in, fucking third base coach got someone else gunned out at home. Like
Paul Goldschmidt
on a terrible. Yeah, you got Paul Goldschmidt gunned out on a terrible
same play. Exact same play. I didn't hear a damn thing about him calling out Paul Goldschmidt.
Wow, there's a little bit.
I guess the standard's a little bit higher because it's Tyler O'Neill.
There's a bit of pedigree that Goldschmidt has, I think. That
Tyler O'Neill
there's a bit of speed differential.
Well, the speed differential, absolutely. Tyler O'Neill was an MVP candidate like 2 years ago, 3 years
I also
ago.
think it's a giant difference because there's 12 guys that could play Tyler O'Neill's position on that team.
That's true.
I heard somebody say today, I forget what I was listening to, but they said it seems like a manager not wanting him to be a starter. Like,
yeah,
he seems like he's trying to get it into the media and then get the media on him and then like start a thing.
Because like between outfield and I'm just gonna go out between outfield and DH, which is the two positions O'Neill would play. There's like, let's see, there's Nolan Gorman, Lars Nootbaar, Dylan Carlson, him, Jordan Walker,
Brendan Donovan, if you want to get
Brendan Donovan, Tommy Edman,
everyone at DH,
like everyone at
the
DH,
deepest bench in the majors, probably.
Juan Yepes in AAA, like, and who's playing first base or DH? Jordan Walker, maybe. Paul, like,
well, Goldschmidt's got first base locked up.
That's what I'm saying. Like, as opposed to Paul, like, if you could go at O'Neill because there's 18 guys that could play Tyler O'Neill's position.
Yeah.
Like, and you're not taking Paul Goldschmidt out.
No.
For Jordan Walker, like,
it was just a very Bush league.
I don't like it, but I see why the difference is there.
Like, I don't take Ollie Marmol seriously because there are players
younger than one of his players.
He's young, and he's like the same age as like Arenado and Goldschmidt. Like,
it's gotta be tough to have respect in the clubhouse. At that point,
last year, especially had 3 dudes older than him in that clubhouse.
Any point as a manager, you're making less than basically everyone on your team. Everyone relevant on your team is making more money.
Making more than you. Yeah. And they're all your age or older. It's tough.
Yeah.
And now you're doing that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's a tough look. It's a tough look. But
yeah, for reference, Nolan Arenado's only 31. Why do I feel like he's way older?
Came up early, dude. He was.
Shout out to Nolan Arenado. I think he's like the 9th player with 300 bombs and 10 gold gloves.
That's psychotic.
And all but 2 of them are in the Hall of Fame. Him and Andrew Jones.
Andrew Jones retired the number. Shout out Morgan Wallen.
Arenado's what, 6 seasons away from setting the record for Gold Gloves to start a career? Or in a row?
Did Ozzy miss one? Because I think Ozzy has 17.
I don't think it's I don't think it was Ozzy that started his career with it though.
I feel bad for.
There was someone else that had it to start his career.
I genuinely feel bad for any third baseman in the NL not named Nolan Arenado. She's not gonna win it. No. Also, when how many times did Arenado win the Platinum Glove? I just looked this up, but like, how many times you guys think?
I think it's 3.
I'm gonna say 2.
6.
I thought we were guessing low. Damn.
It was 6.
Yeah.
He's a
I didn't think it was that many. I think it was Kiermaier that I heard didn't have that many, I guess. But I thought
Kiermaier only has 1, I'm pretty sure.
I think he's got 2. This
up on fucking Baseball Reference.
Greg Maddux has the most Gold Gloves.
Yeah, Kevin Kiermaier only has 1 Platinum Glove.
18. Jim Cat had 16.
Greg Maddux went 6 or 7 years in a row with a stolen base every year and not getting caught.
That's so stupid. Jim Cat had 16. Brooks Robinson had 16. I think it was Brooks Robinson that has the record to start the career.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Pudge has 13. Ozzy has 13. Clemente has 12. Do they just not have thingy on this list? Oh, Arenado's got 8. So he is.
What did 10?
Does he have 10? Because this thing
Yeah,
says
he's
8.
10 straight. He's
Okay,
10
this
straight.
one's just
Yeah.
not updated.
Because that was
makes
the stat I
sense to me.
saw. 10 and 300 homers.
So this is just not updated. But all those guys are already retired, so they're updated. But
Yeah,
so he needs
literally,
what? 6 more? Set the record?
It's dumb.
Well, to tie it, 7.
Right. Sorry. 7.
It's
Math sucks.
goofy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kevin Kiermaier also only won 3 Gold Gloves in his career.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
he's probably played 3 full seasons. So
He's been hurt every year.
Here.
Like, not even exaggerating. He's been hurt every year.
Yeah. What else do we?
do we want to finish off with the worst inning ever pitched in baseball history?
Bro, Ben Joyce. Shout out
I
to
love
Ben
that.
Joyce.
Oh,
it's a good thing he can throw.
Wait. Ben Joyce was the. Oh my god.
Ben Joyce was the
Ben
guy.
Joyce started the no, there were at least 2 pitchers used because there was this.
Ben
different
Joyce
guy.
started the inning, I think.
Ben Joyce started the inning.
Do you guys
I saw the
remember when
video.
there was like a uproar in this fan base that we should draft Ben Joyce in the first round and then use him in the playoffs?
He still throws 106.
Yeah,
I'm here for it.
Against it.
No. Ben Joyce had 3 walks and 2 hit by pitch.
Can we get the names of these teams here for a second? Because
yes,
it was
yes. I can.
the
Chattanooga
Chattanooga
Lookouts?
Lookouts versus the I don't know where they're from, but they're the Trash Pandas.
Rocket City.
Rocket City
What
Trash
a
Pandas.
name.
It's amazing.
Where's
What a name.
Rocket City? That sounds like a
Yeah,
sounds like a place to go.
It's
Road
on the
trip to
moon.
Rocket City.
It's on the moon.
it's like a Rocket City.
It's on the moon.
It is located in Madison,
gotta be Florida.
Alabama.
Oh. I was going to say,
Madison, Alabama.
where's NASA?
NASA.
Isn't that in Florida?
Are you talking about Nassau, like county?
No, NASA, like the space station.
Texas.
The Texas?
I think.
Because that would make sense to be where Space City is.
I thought Space City was Houston.
Well, so maybe
No,
that
are you
makes
talking?
sense.
No. The
I know
thing
the
that you're
Kennedy
thinking of-
Space Center is in Florida.
No, what you're thinking of is the Sugarland Space Cowboys.
Pardon me. I was
Yeah, the Astros,
not even close to what I was.
the
thinking.
Astros. Triple
I
A
just
team.
want to know where NASA is.
NASA headquarters.
Didn't you say the Space City?
No, it was Rocket City.
Rocket City.
Rocket
Sorry.
City. Oh,
Pardon
sorry.
me. I got
Way
that
off.
on angle.
Yeah, NASA. Okay, to
But
answer your
Rocket
question-
City would make sense to also be where Space City
Yeah,
is because rockets go to space.
Okay, but there is a team,
Or
the AAA team of
Korea.
the AAA
Double
team.
A.
Of the, is it
Double A.
double A or triple A?
I think it's
Double
double.
A.
There's no way Ben Joyce is in
I'm
trouble.
looking at the tweet.
No,
right
no. Sorry, we're like fucking talking about 3 different things.
Oh,
now. Oh,
The Houston Astros AAA team
right.
is the Sugarland Space Cowboys.
Okay. And their
there's like
their jersey is Space City.
They were formerly the Sugarland Skeeters.
isn't there like
Did
isn't
he ever-
Akron like the Rubber Ducks?
The Akron's the Rubber Ducks.
the
and it's like an
Chihuahuas?
actual
The El
rubber duck?
Paso Chihuahuas are
The El
sweet.
Paso Chihuahuas.
That one's awesome.
NASA's in Washington D.C.
Yeah, the federal building is in Washington D.C.
They don't have like a. Where do they launch airplanes or not airplanes? Rockets.
Brant,
They don't do that out of Washington.
Brant, this
We're
is
like
like this is a
A
weird
little
hill.
off topic.
Yeah, this is a weird hill for you to be on right now. Like,
I want to know where they're shooting rockets into space from.
okay, you got me looking up fucking minor league baseball teams now. Like, God
Yeah,
damn it.
minor league teams are fun. We have not even talked
should
about.
we
No,
go
we
back?
haven't.
Should we go back
Fucking-
to the no?
sorry, there's the Pensacola Blue Wahoos, and I'm just like,
Oh, that's yeah.
it's a great one.
They launch it out of so many spots. Sorry.
I think it was the Jacksonville Baby Shrimp.
Bottom of the line here is
Chattanooga Lookouts and the Space City Rocket.
there
Bandits.
was a no hitter between these two teams, and the team that
Wait,
threw
so-
the no hitter.
Is that the Angels farm team? That's the Trash Pandas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was the other way around.
the
No.
the Reds are
That's
the
wild.
lookout. The Reds are the
That is
lookouts.
an
The
unreal
Angels are the
name.
Trash Pandas.
Unreal name.
There was a
Shout out to the
no-hitter in
Trash
this game.
Pandas.
Yes.
A no hitter in this game. The team that threw the no hitter lost 7-5
Yeah.
because
we're up
the inning
3-0.
went to shit going into that inning. Yeah.
Wasn't it
Into
the
the
ninth?
seventh. Someone said that was the last inning, and I'm like, that doesn't.
No,
make
I'm pretty
sense.
sure
They
that's the
play
ninth.
9 in the majors. I
pretty
watched
sure it
the
was the
video,
ninth.
and the video said 7th the whole time.
Okay. Well, never mind that.
I could be wrong, but I also heard last inning, so I don't know. But yeah, that's one of the wildest things you'll ever hear. I'm like, I always laugh thinking like, yeah, you could throw a no hitter and still lose the game. I didn't think you could lose a no hitter if your team scored 5 runs.
The video was brutal. Like
Oh, it
It's
hurts.
bad.
he
dude.
walked like 3 guys or 2 guys, gets an infield fly,
He
walks
hits-
another guy,
and he
then
hits, like,
striked.
he hits,
Plunked a
like,
couple guys.
Punked like
No,
3
I think
dudes.
I think Joyce only hit 1. He
Did he?
struck a guy out, and then
You got 2 outs
like
fairly early.
that ball. Wow, that ball to center field. Like Buddy is camped under it and just like right in the palm of his glove. He just didn't close his glove.
No.
I don't know, like
Bad. Real bad.
brutal. And then
Very. Go for it.
they bring in another guy, and he plunked like 4 guys straight. Throws a wild pitch, like
Very Los Angeles Angels. Like super Angels-esque. Like it makes so much sense. If you were to tell me a minor league team did this probably would have been my guess.
Okay, so the Lookouts put out the may we present the formula for winning a game with no hits? Walk, force out to second base. Walk, K. Walk, E8. Hit by pitch, hit by pitch, hit by pitch. Walk, wild pitch, hit by pitch, K. That was all in 1 inning.
There's so many hit by pitches.
Like
I didn't realize there were that many. There were
Like-
3 in a row in that one.
they
yeah,
lose 3 in a row,
it was 3 in a row.
and they left the guy in.
Yeah, that second guy finished the inning, right? He just kept
Yeah,
I think so.
parading around the bases.
Because that guy came in, and I think Joyce gave up
3.
the fly ball with the error,
yeah, the
and
E8,
then
and then they
the
swapped.
3
And they
the
swapped.
3 hit by pitches were the next guy, like not even close to his own.
That's so bad.
Yeah, and then
But shout out to Rocket City.
I
for
hate
the
you
no-hitter.
guys because you got me fucking looking up minor league affiliates now. Like it's
Who started the game?
a great question.
How did he do?
He threw a no hitter.
Oh, I understand that, but no, he didn't because they tried to
He
throw
was
it. They tried to throw a
clearly
fake
dealing.
no hitter.
He got partway through a no hitter.
Yes, and then they tried to do the same stupid thing that people claim as a no hitter, and they didn't. But I want to know how many pitches their starter was at when he got yanked.
You have to do a very
Is
deep
it-
dive to find.
I entrust in Connor to try and find that.
I got it.
Because if he got pulled with like less than 100 pitches, I think they earned every bit of this stupid loss.
To be fair, this has got to be like first week of the AA season because they start
It
later
is,
in the
yeah.
major
You're right.
leagues.
You're right.
So,
Should be stretched out. They do the full major league spring training, and then they
Yeah.
do their own spring training.
But are you trying to let a guy throw a no hitter in AA, or are you worried about him developing and coming
TJ
up to
Zoic threw a
majors?
no hitter. Look how well that turned out.
He's real good.
Okay, so the pitcher,
Hmm?
his name was what's his name? What's his first name? Fuck it. His name was Crow. That's his last name.
Bro.
And he
Yeah, he's actually
threw-
just like Cher. He doesn't have a first name. His
he
name is
threw
just Crow.
79 pitches,
Oh.
52 for strikes.
They
Went 6
earned
innings,
this.
6
They
Ks,
earned
2
this.
walks.
72 pitches?
79.
79 pitches? 79
79.
pitches. They earned this.
Yeah.
They deserve every bit of this loss.
Also, can I just
How
give
many
a-
innings? Sorry.
It was 6. That's 6 innings.
So in that inning is when they brought in Ben Joyce
Yeah.
instead. They took him out after 79 pitches to bring in Ben Joyce.
Yeah. Can I just small aside? Can I just shout out the Fort Myers Mighty Muscles?
The Mighty Muscles.
It's the single A team for the Minnesota Twins. I'm literally looking up these fucking names
Nothing
now 'cause
beats the Pensacola Blue Wahoos. That's the
Pensacola Blue
it's the
Wahoos. Is a great
number
name.
one name. I mean, is it Rockets?
I don't know if they
Rockets.
still. I don't
Crash
know
Band
if they
is
still
good.
exist.
Portland Pickles. Is that an actual minor league team or are they an indie ball team?
Portland Pickles. I think they are an indie ball team now.
Are they an indie ball team?
Yeah. It's
So the New Orleans Baby Cakes
The baby cakes.
Cakes. That's what it was.
were the minor league team of the Marlins for
a while. And I
no,
think they changed it to the Jacksonville
yeah, they
Jumbo
changed the
Shrimp.
name.
Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp?
Yeah.
No, they must have moved.
Yeah.
Or they might still be Because I do know they were like.
No, so 2019 they moved to Wichita, and they're the Wichita Wind Surge now.
Oh, they're the double A team for the Twins. Okay.
Shout out to the Wind Surge.
Yeah, this is a terrible episode for to finish this podcast. We're fucking looking at the single A team
Nothing
for the
beats-
Mariners are the Modesto Nuts.
The nuts.
Good logo.
Is
Yeah,
it like
it's literally just.
Does
like
it go on the end of the Schneider's
100%.
the wiener or no?
It's a peanut shell with a hat. Like.
Hmm. Okay.
Yeah, the Akron Rubber Ducks.
Wiener totter was the word I couldn't get there.
Wiener Totter.
Well, with that,
we learned a lot of things on this episode of the Flight Deck Podcast.
we had to come full circle back to the wiener totter to finish.
Always, ladies and gentlemen, always remember to keep calm and Wiener Totter on.
Wiener on.
Hey, before we go, what's the is the pitching matchup released for tomorrow? Who's starting for the Tigers?
Shit, I think I know what it is.
I know it's Alec Manoah for the boys.
Yeah.
Keegan Matson. I think Keegan Matson put out the whole series.
Matt Manning. Matt Manning does
Oh, yeah, we
well
got
against
this.
the Blue Jays, doesn't he?
We got this. Who's Matt Manning?
He's a
Well, exactly.
He's one of the young pitchers on the
Yeah.
the Tigers. I was about to say the Blue Jays.
I actually do like Matt Manning a little bit.
And I think the second game is Gosman Rodriguez, Eduardo Rodriguez, and then it's Bassett Turnbull. The third one.
Matt Manning has
the
had
Tigers have major league talent. I just hope we see Miggy tomorrow.
Yeah. Oh, they are honoring Miggy on the last
We-
day of because it's the last time he's coming to Toronto.
like one of those tours.
Just quick, like
Yeah.
Like,
Matt Manning has allowed 1 run on 6 hits with 1 walk and 5 Ks in 6 innings against the Blue Jays. He had 1 start.
was this in 2022 or 20?
It was in 2021. And went 6 innings, 6 hits, gave up 1 run,
Was this pre or post trade?
only 1 walk.
Because this
That's fine. Jay's got this.
It was August
Shit.
27th.
Okay. All right. That's that might have.
Brant, enjoy the game tomorrow.
I'm very
excited.
excited.
Do you want to know what that Matt Manning game might have been?
Yeah.
That might have been the game that we don't talk about.
No, we lost that by more than 1. Or it wasn't a 1-0 game.
It
that
was
one.
a 2-1 game.
Yeah, no, this is maybe.
We lost that game 2-1.
Maybe. That could be, yeah. You know what? You're right.
Do I know the game we're talking about?
The reason
this
we're not-
Marcus Semien
the
error
Marcus Semien error.
that led to us not making the playoffs in the grand scheme of
Feels like forever ago.
I know
2021.
when we had fucking. I remember that this is the state we were in. It was August and fucking Taylor Saucedo was on the ninth. That was his inning. Taylor Saucedo was in a 1-0 game making
all of this checks out. You might be right.
like
Yeah. Home opener tomorrow.
Yep.
I'll see everybody on the Wiener Totter. That'll be fun.
Stop it.
If you catch Brant on the Wiener Totter, please send us pictures.
Yeah,
We would very much appreciate that.
I want pictures with everybody on the Wiener Totter.
Yeah.
I might just sit on the other end and have people sit on the other end with me. I'll be an attraction at the Wiener Totter. No one else is going to call this a Wiener Totter, but we're running with it. Shout out the Wiener Totter. We will catch you ideally at the end of this week is the goal. We should be able to do it. We'll catch you at the end of this week. Everything's linked in the description below. I forgot to say that. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. We will catch you later on in the week. Cheers.
Wieners.